Alrighty. Hey there, it's me. It's Friday, 21 May, about 10 o'clock at night. I'm in that famous background of that famous hotel that I stay in. Yeah, I finally moved off the installation. I'm free to roam, and that means tomorrow, the 22nd, I'll be waking up at 4:30 in the morning. Because I'm going to meet my friends. They're going to pick me up at the hotel in front at 6 o'clock. And we're going to drive somewhere and dig some holes. I'm getting the Amphibio all charged up, making sure it's good to go. I have my spare battery pack. Got my backpack filled with everything I need. I'm almost ready to go, other than getting there. So, yeah. I'll show you what I'll be hauling. Hauling my backpack. I have 3 liters of water. Got a concentric coil in there. I got my pick inside there. I'll take that out when we start hunting, hang it off of this. Inside here I have some spare stuff. Extra coil bolt, some paracord, some rubber gloves just in case. Main pack. I was told to bring plenty of snacks, so I have some Verb energy bars. I have, well, those. I don't need much when I'm on the trail. Change of clothes. I have a pair of pants, shirt, socks, underwear, just in case. I do need to probably find some toilet paper. Forgot to grab a roll. But I don't think I'm going to have to use the bathroom. I normally don't. Got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Little finds bag. I didn't bring the big stuff because I'm traveling. I got like a little molly pouch I can put on my waist and whatnot. But it should prove to be exciting. From what I understand, we're driving north. That's all I know. The beautiful thing about hunting over here, I never know where I'm at. So I have to also contact my other friend who wanted to go out Sunday. I don't know, we might do something or we might not, I don't know. I need to get that guy in touch with my Korean friends because they could have a blast. So I might do that because he would have a good time with them. So anyhow, I got to get some sleep. And then make sure I have everything I need in the morning. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the morning. Bright and early. Well, good morning. Today's the day. Ooh, I'm outside, having some tea. It's an hour before I'm gonna get picked up. Head up, I'll grab some juice and maybe some fruit and be all ready to go. Next stop will be on the car. Well, it's been an adventure so far. We have talked through our phones. I am in my friend's hometown right now. We're having a little rest break, but we're about 15 minutes from where we're gonna hunt. So it's been nice to catch up. Before we hunt, time for a little pre-hiking energy. Some instant noodles and, yes, canned kimchi. It was actually really good. It was probably one of the better kimchis I've had, but it was tasty and gave a lot of energy. Well, I'm out here. So far I've dug a bullet, some shrapnel, some dry band pieces, some 9mm shell casings, and I'm just below what looks like an old foxhole. So that is a defensive position. You can tell because there's a dip in the middle, and I've been finding a lot of British bullets in this this area. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna go up towards the foxhole and see if there's anything up there. Well, here's something you don't want to dig. It's already partially dug, covered in leaves. I'm leaving it. That's an unexploded splody. It can stay. All right, one thing you find a lot of, which I find a lot back at home, pieces of brass from detonators and fuses and drive bands. I'm trying to aim for all that because the big iron out here is usually something that is super loady. I'll leave those for my friends. But this is what we're detecting. That's the mountain. Ridge line is right about there. And it keeps going up and up and up and up. We started out way up there and another finger over. But I'm just going through the trees here. I'm using the Amphibio. I got the concentric coil out. I'm using deep mode. So hopefully to get some punch into the ground. Which, yeah, it goes pretty deep. Get about 12 inches out of it. But yeah, one of the guys actually found an old coin. I'm hoping I luck out. Gotta apologize for not filming too much. There's a lot of bushwhacking. Most of the finds have just been the odd bullet, shrapnel, and just other pieces of debris. Nothing really outstanding. I got a couple questionable pieces that I need to look at closely. But yeah, we just stopped and had some lunch, and now we're out hiking some more. We've been out here for probably about 4.5 hours now. I think it's going to be an all-dayer. After the hunt, we got cleaned up and stopped off at a little place to have a bite to eat. The dish I'm having here is ice noodles. It is noodles. There was a cut cherry tomato in there, some chopped up vegetables like cucumber, and something else, I don't know what it was, but it was delicious. The noodles and everything are in a broth that kind of tasted like melon juice. It's very delicious and refreshing after a long hot day. Yes, that's crushed ice behind everything there, but it was very yummy. All right, so it's the next day. I was quite worn out after the excursion, but it was a good type of worn out. I slept and slept and slept and slept. I slept till, well, give you an idea. Excuse me. I got picked up at 6 o'clock. We drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove, which I like to thank my friend for putting up with all that and us chatting through translators. I think it went well. Yeah, it was a little difficult, but I think we understood each other. We then got to the meeting spot where we had a little bite to eat. You can see that picture now. Yes. I had some noodles and canned kimchi, and it was actually very delicious. So after that, I had some coffee, and then we loaded up into another van and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove to where we started hiking. It was a short hike to where we're gonna hunt, like, 15 yards. And then it was just mountains, 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 mountains. I would like to say this is the furthest north in Korea I've ever been. Like, very close. Very, very, very north. I haven't been to the DMZ. I haven't done any of those tours. But this is, without, armed protection and stuff, that's the closest I've ever been, and it was rather peaceful. So, where we were at was a site where it was let me sit down for this one. That's better. I can just kind of kick back. So it was a site where Commonwealth forces, that would be British, Canadian, Australian, anything under the UK banner as Commonwealth. So New Zealanders, I mean, Sikhs, who knows? They held a hill for a long time, and then in the nighttime, the Chinese raided with overwhelming forces and captured the location, taking over 600 Commonwealth forces prisoner. So we were kind of around that area. There's a bigger mountain where that actually happened, but this is like one of the forward lines, and then they pulled back to where the big thing happened. So one of our guides, he lives in the area, and he's been metal detecting there for a while, and it's very successful. He's gotten some really nice finds. But today, or yesterday, I got a few good finds that I think are good. They thought they were pretty good, but the most of it was beeping non-ferrous and digging it. So let's go over it. I'm sorry I didn't film so much out on the hill. I'd have taken my gloves off. I had to borrow a pair of leather gloves. I accidentally brought 2 right gloves with me. I'm dumb. And B, I actually ran out of batteries in this phone. I forgot to put it to airplane mode, and it decided to try to find signal all over the place. And if you ever been to a foreign country and you have a US cell phone, it's still going to try to find signal. And I do have international data, so it was really searching. But for the most part, when I'm in town, it's fine. That was actually so far that way, I'm pointing towards the north actually, that everybody was having cell phone problems. So anyways, let's go over the finds. I just kind of washed them off and they're laying out. All right, I did get wooden bottle cap, but there's some shrapnel in there, some dry band pieces. This is all mainly brass and bronze except for these chunks right here. So that's all dry band and, you know, big boomy things. So this goes over here too. That was in a creek bed actually. Just imagine the force that has to blow that thing up. This thing's heavy too. Ration can lid, more dry band pieces. Oh, there's a little mini mortar. It could have been a rifle grenade, I don't know, but most of it's gone. This piece, which is interesting, this looks like someone took a cartridge and made a grommet out of it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. A little piece of impromptu trench art or something. They're working on something. Bullets, US bullets. That's a British. This is, oh, this is a Japanese Arasaka. Communist Chinese use these. Another piece of shrapnel. 9mm. I'm still trying to read the backs of them. It's another British. Here's 2 Chinese Mosin Nagants. More shrapnel. Oh, this one of the guys found this, gave it to me. It's a bottle cap off some lime juice from the Brits. I thought that was neat. And this is a salt shaker, filled with crystallized salt in it. I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't have the end though. I'm thinking this is US. This probably was the 30 cal carbine. There's a bullet from one. Or that could be a 9mm bullet, who knows. This one's got me stumped. It's crimped on the end. Here, let me zoom in. Crimped on the end. I haven't found any markings on it whatsoever, but I think it's an old detonator. Zoom back out. course, there are some live rounds, British rounds. These ones are really neat because 1943. Oops. And there's this one, which I can barely read. Yeah, 1943. This one here is a little scary because you see that dimple in the middle. This was in a creek bed too. That was a misfire. It's not going to explode though. It's got a big crack on the side of it. And US rounds, because like I said, the US retook the hill. This was 1953. Pretty modern. And then bullets. British boat tails, American flatbacks, and yeah. Oh, and then there's another lid off of something. Let's see if I can get some better light on it. And there's something coming out of it. I don't know. I can kind of see like a symbol in this area here, so I'm trying to let it dry out. And I'm gonna chip away at it and see if there's actually something embossed on it. Granted, it's probably just garbage, but I'm kind of curious. I have time on my hands too. Yeah, that's all stuff I found. We'll probably do one more hunt like that, and that'll be it. Because it was a long day. If I said I wasn't feeling it today, I would be lying. It was a great workout. Just going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's rather exciting actually. But we plan on going kind of in the same area again sometime soon. And hopefully we can find some buttons and some hat badges or something. Those are pretty neat. But anyways, sorry I didn't get too much more filming out there. But yeah, there were a lot of, I want to call them danger darts. You had to be very careful. The one that I videoed, I just started ignoring those signals and just moved on because, yeah, but that got buried a lot deeper. Let's just put it that way. It's just like any of the live ammunition I find here. I have to dispose of it. So that'll be going to the base, and which is sad. Because it would be cool to be able to take a complete home. But I'd have to figure out how to dismantle it. Which I guess wouldn't be too hard. But anyways, y'all take care. Good luck out there. Happy hunting. Stay safe. Bye for now.